Right, guys, give it a minute or so. We'll just wait for people to get into the chat and then we'll get the transfer news episode underway. Hi guys, welcome back to W18, the Watford fan channel, for another episode of the transfer series. Now, we brought this back in the summer. I think we did it the previous January as well. I think that was when we signed Gerald Deulofeu on loan from Barcelona. That was a good time to be a Watford fan. But yeah, we brought it back for this January with a lot of rumours coming thick and fast in this January transfer window. Now, Watford are in need of a top quality striker in the centre half. I think every Watford fan would agree with that. Although Troy Deeney did score 2 yesterday, we are a little bit light in that department. But if someone can partner Troy up front, I think that's what we're looking for. And there's a couple of rumours that are going about today about a striker possibly coming in. Just touching on the game yesterday, obviously I went. Apologies if I don't sound too well. I've got a bit of a sore throat, a bit of a cold. It was bitterly cold in Bournemouth yesterday. But the game did certainly warm me up. I mean, the first half, 2-0 up. To then blow a 2-goal lead, then Ken Sema out of nowhere to absolutely nail it into the bottom right-hand corner, and then Ryan Fraser up the other end. It was an incredible first half as a neutral. Shame from a Watford perspective that we couldn't bring back the 3 points. But we move on to Woking on Sunday, which I am going to, which I'm really, really looking forward to. A good old-fashioned FA Cup away day. Anyway, getting into the transfer news. Few rumours to talk about. 3 that are coming, well, not coming in, well, 3 that have been rumoured to be coming in, and there's interest there. Now, the first big one that has been kind of breaking today is about Gary Cahill, the Chelsea centre-half. Now, Cahill, reportedly from the Daily Mirror, has 3 clubs to choose from. That's either Watford, Fulham and West Ham as his next club. Fulham appear to be the front-runners, which I find a little bit odd, but they appear to be the front-runners according to a couple of reports. But this hasn't been confirmed as of yet. I believe it would be a loan deal from what I was reading. I think it would be a loan deal to the end of the season. And then Gary Cahill will probably look to go somewhere else on a permanent basis. But he has Watford, Fulham and West Ham to choose from. Now, if you weigh up the 3 options, it's from the Daily Mirror. It's a big tabloid. Obviously, Watford, this is just with me not being, me trying not to be biased. You've got West Ham, obviously, Chelsea's rivals, probably quite a lot of competition at centre-half. They've got the likes of Angelo Bonner, Winston Reid. They've got a lot of quality, I believe, in that centre-half position. They probably need it the least out of the 3 clubs. Fulham need it the most. I mean, let's be honest, their backline is absolutely horrendous. The fact they've still got Dennis Adoye at centre-half is unbelievable, and they're still sticking with him. So they desperately need a centre-half. But we need a centre-half as well. And with Watford, it's a difficult one for Gary Cahill, I think, because West Ham are going to be paying the most wages. I think we all would agree with that. Maybe Fulham might pull out the bag, but Fulham, he's going to be the main centre-half. Now, we've got Craig Cathcart, Christian Kabasele. Gary Cahill probably would be the main centre-half, but Fulham desperately need Gary Cahill. Watford need a centre-half, but I don't think we're in the desperate kind of stage like Fulham, and that might be attractive for Gary Cahill, the fact there's going to be a lot of responsibility on him. Would you take Gary Cahill to Watford? Let me know down in the comment section below. I definitely would take him. I think for his experience, I think he's 33 years of age. He's pretty much won it all at Chelsea. He's a fantastic leader. I mean, he's gone past his peak years, but there's no doubt that Premier League experience would be brilliant for a club like Watford. And all 3 clubs mentioned. So that's from the Daily Mirror that Gary Cahill was Watford, Fulham and West Ham to choose from as his next club. Now, moving on to a former Chelsea player and a striker at the other end of the pitch that we've been looking to bolster for a while. We haven't had a good striker, well, really, since that Igalo-Deeney partnership a while back, and we're missing goals in the the final third of the pitch. I know, as I said, Troy did get 2 yesterday, but it's the first time he scored a brace in a while, and I was speaking to someone today. It's the first time he's got a brace since Aston Villa at home. I think it's when we won 3-2. And also, the last time he scored a brace at an away game must have been Crystal Palace in the 2015-16 season. So we are missing goals, there's no doubt about it. And this one's been going on for a while, for the last couple of weeks or so. That's a while in this day and age. But Dominic Solanke, the 21-year-old from Liverpool, used to play at Chelsea, went on loan to Vitesse Arnhem. They obviously have that link up, Chelsea and Vitesse Arnhem. He's then went to Liverpool, and this has been reported by Alan Nixon, a senior sports journalist. It's a pretty reliable source, and he's stated that Watford are a host of number of clubs that are interested in Dominic Solanke. Now, he was on the verge of moving to Crystal Palace, but that move did fall through just recently. I think it was the other day. Not too sure why that was, but just reading from reports, that did fall through, and they were the favourites to sign him. He's featured 21 times for Liverpool, scoring 1 goal. It's a big gamble from a Watford perspective. He isn't known for scoring goals, you can tell from his record. He did score quite a few at Vitesse Arnhem when he went on loan, but in the Premier League, he hasn't had a lot of game time at Liverpool since joining them. 21 games, a mixture of club, substitute appearances, cup competitions. Hasn't been a mainstay in their squad for obvious reasons, the amount of quality they have. And for a club like Watford to take a big gamble on Dominic Solanke would be a real, as I said, a big gamble. I'm not too sure whether it'd be the right move. I think we need someone who's prolific and well known to be scoring in the Premier League. I mean, there was people saying, would you take Jermaine Defoe? I wouldn't personally, but Dominic Solanke is a very, it's a risk. It could pay off. I mean, it would be attractive, I think, for Dominic Solanke to be alongside players in the under-21 setup, the likes, or people who have been in the under-21 setup, the likes of Hughes, Chalobah, Cleverley's an England international as well. Well, has been. Ben Foster. There's an English core at Watford now, so that's definitely an attractive for a player like Dominic Solanke. But I think the likes of Bournemouth, Brighton are also interested, number 4 foreign clubs as well. So it's going to be touch and go. Well, we will get him. I'm not too sure. But moving on to another striker, don't want to waffle on too long, but Dominic Solanke, that sparked interest from Watford. Another striker that has been interested to a move to Watford is Gregoire Defrel. Now, he's had a few links with Watford over the past year or so. In the last summer transfer window, we were linked with him. He's at Sampdoria on loan at the moment. I think Sassuolo bought him. He then got loaned out to Sampdoria. There's been interest in the summer. This has been reignited by Watford now. Watford, Fulham and West Ham, similar to the Gary Cahill situation, are all interested in the French striker. This has been reported by Sky Italia, so one of the most reliable sources you can get, and been reported by a number of outlets in Italy. I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about him. His goal scoring record isn't incredible. Been playing pretty well at Sampdoria from the record I've been seeing this season, but overall not too prolific. I can't really comment, but I know he's a player that Watford have been wanting for a while, and they wanted him last summer and they want him again in this January transfer window. Moving on to a player that is rumoured to be leaving. I think he will be leaving very, very shortly, and that's Marvin Ziegler. God knows where the man went. He's come back and he's reportedly off to Udinese, the Pozzo-owned club, to Udinese on a loan deal. That is according to reports in Italy, so we'll have to see how that one progresses. But there's 3 in rumours, 1 out, and I think the most concrete rumour out of all 4 of them is Marvin Ziegler going to Udinese. So, but it's clear. Centre-back linked, 2 strikers linked. The intent is there from Watford. They won't be just plucking those rumours out from thin air. There's definitely some sort of backstory to those three rumours. So I have to see how those deals progress. We'll have a little look at the comments section. See what you guys are saying. Don't disrespect a man like Marvin. Oh, blimey, got 46 people in the chat. So it's going to be, as I said, the most likely rumour out of all 4 of them is the Marvin Ziegler one. I could easily see him leaving Watford. Apologies if I do sound a bit pretty ill. But I will try and make this thing a little bit of a regular occurrence, doing these Watford transfer news videos. You guys seem to love them, so got the main rumours that have come out from today in the last couple of days. That is Gary Cahill, Dominic Solanke and Gregoire Defrel all being linked with a move into the club. But also Marvin Ziegler seems to be on his way to Italy and off to Udinese. I will imagine that will be completed in the coming days. But as I said, centre-half, there's intent to get a centre-half and 2 strikers linked. They're the two positions we need. Any other positions we need, let me know down in the comment section below. I think a centre-half is a must this window. I wouldn't mind if we kind of waited and scouted a proper striker until the summer. I don't want to be doing an Andre Gray again where we just splash the cash for the sake of it. That was an awful deal for all concerned, apart from Burnley. So, as I said, probably be back tomorrow with another episode, depending on the rumours that do come through. As I said, let me know down in the comment section below what you make of the episode, what you make of the rumours, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.